Hi, I'm Wendy, and today I'm going to talk about some of the materials you're going to need to get you off the ground if you fancy painting in watercolour. If you've got some experience, you may find something useful in this video as well, I hope so. If you like my work, you can give me a thumbs up, and you can also subscribe to this channel and visit my website. The details are given in the description below. You always want to use a really good quality watercolour paper, even for practicing on. The cartridge paper and cheap papers just work so much more differently. My paper of choice is a Bockingford watercolour paper, and I use £140, not surface. I also like Saunders Waterford, and they do a very nice high white paper, and again I use Saunders Waterford, £140, not surface. These lantern pads also are really nice. I find the paper very similar to Bockingford, and it's a really nice paper to work on. I found a couple of these little books that I worked in a year or two ago, and I thought you might be interested in having a look at some of the sketches that I did. They were all painted outdoors and bring back a lot of nice memories. Watercolour paints can be bought as pan colours or as tube colours. This is a nice selection of Cotman watercolours in a tin. And here are some more pan colours in a small plastic palette. It's really ideal for working with that little sketchbook that I showed you earlier. I do like the Cotman watercolours. They are a student quality, but they really are excellent value. They do come in two sizes, an 8mm size and a 21mm. They're very cost effective, and as I said, they're excellent to use. I also like to have a tube of the Winsor and Newton designer gouache as well. That comes in very handy. This is a palette that I use quite a lot. I bought it empty, and what I like to do is to squeeze the tube colours into it. There's no wastage of paint because you can reconstitute them if they dry out, and also you can spray them like I'm doing now just to soften them before you want to use them. Always mix your colours well away from the pan colour or the tube colour, because if you don't do that, you're going to get dissolved or undissolved bits of paint into your mix which look really bad in your painting. And you can easily clean the colours by holding them under the tap, as you see here. I use the Winsor and Newton Sceptre Gold series brushes. They're a nice mix of sable and synthetic fibres, and they hold a good amount of water. The round brushes, I tend to use mostly the 8 and the 6 and the 4 size, and I also use the riggers. I actually use the very little ones, which is size 1 up to size 3. For larger paintings, I'll use the size 10 and the size 12. If you're in doubt about what size of brush to use, as a rule of thumb, I'd recommend that you use a brush size larger than what you think. It'll stop you fiddling, and it'll make your paintings that bit looser. If you enjoyed the video and found it useful, then you can give me a thumbs up. You can also subscribe to my YouTube channel if you want to. So join me again. I'm hoping to put up a lot of new work in 2019.